Jealousy and desire become fatally entwined in Story of a Love Story, BBC One's late film starring Alan Bates, tomorrow night at 1:20.
Cooler than the Avengers, harder than the professionals, more macho than the Sweeney, I can't say. Operation Good Guys, a fly-on-the-wall expose of a crack police unit. Saturday at 9:30 on BBC Two. Younger line up to see the world. Things are going to start happening to me now. Meet a girl, a beautiful skin, and maybe what you do. Be somebody, be more than just a jerk. Alright, and a rags to riches story, Monday at 9 on BBC Two.
A late night look at the skiing forecast now, BBC Two, with John Ketley.
Hello and welcome to this week's skiing report and forecast. It must be said that across Europe at the moment conditions are hardly perfect for skiers. It's been a very slow start to the season and conditions this week look like being pretty volatile, I must say. If we start our report by looking first into Andorra and Soldier, well, reasonable skiing on piste, some light snow around at the moment, but I think conditions over the next few days are going to be very mixed indeed. It's often going to be windy actually, and on the mild side too. You see temperatures around about 7 degrees. We'll see some brighter weather, we'll see some dry weather too, with some sleet and snow feeding across on a pretty strong wind as we go through both Saturday and through Sunday too. We're looking now into France, and in fact into Meribel here, rather poor on the roads to the resort, varied off-piste and very poor on-piste, I'm afraid here. Not too good at all, it's looking very worn at the moment. For the weekend, again windy, real problems with the wind, some sleet and snow to come on the higher peaks, but generally speaking, a bit on the mile side, mainly rain and snow, I must say. Looking on now into Austria, as far as the report's concerned for St. Anton, well, great skiing here, especially on the upper runs. Pretty good to the resort too, and conditions actually are very nice just at the moment over there in St. Anton. It looks like the weekend's going to be pretty mixed, not too bad on Saturday, some bright weather about. For Sunday though, it looks like it might go downhill. It looks like we might see some cloudy weather, misty weather too, with sleet and snow for much of the day, and again that wind is going to become a major problem over there in Austria. Some reports then from Switzerland, Crans-Montana, very good skiing on the upper runs at the moment, but the lower runs, believe it or not, are worn. It's still very, very mixed here in Crans-Montana. Conditions need to improve quite a bit as we go through the next few weeks. And now into Italy and at Cervinia. Well, excellent skiing on all pistes. This is the best one we've found actually this week. It looks like conditions here are just about perfect. Powdery off-piste, good to the resort, snow around, and temperature just a little bit above freezing. So in Cervinia, really not too bad at all. We're now looking north and into Norway, where things are very mixed at the moment. We see milder weather moving in from the south, but there is plenty of snow around as well. In fact, some heavy snowfall too much in some places, with blizzard conditions knocking around. Temperatures there -6 degrees. The main problem with Norway at the moment is this gale force wind coming up from the south. It is a milder wind though. Eventually we are going to see some heavy snowfall once again over central and northern parts of Scandinavia, but further south much milder. There'll be some rain mixed in here, but some bright and sunny weather from time to time as well. Well, now crossing the Atlantic Ocean, where it's very, very cold at the moment around New York, but it is going to get a little bit milder. If you look at the report there for Aspen, well, it's packed off piste, good on piste, and 67 out of the 77 runs there are open at the moment. And finally in Breckenridge, 20 centimetres of new snow in the past few days, so conditions there are pretty near perfect. It's going to stay cold around the Rockies. We're going to see more snowfall as well for the weekend, so conditions actually are pretty good as you go across there into central parts of North America. As I say, the milder conditions are pushing up the eastern seaboard up through New York itself. So some snow to come and conditions just about perfect. Well, now finally looking at some events taking place or not taking place as the case may be. On Saturday in Slovenia is the men's giant slalom. On Sunday in Innsbruck in Austria, ski jumping. And there it's the Full Hills tournament. Sadly, a cancellation for the men's giant slalom. That race was scheduled for the 6th of January. It's now going to be switched because of the warm weather at the Austrian resort. And finally, don't forget CFAX on page 400. All your information that you might need. Bye-bye.
up to date with all the latest national and international news stories with BBC News 24 beginning in 20 minutes over on BBC One. Well, that's just about it for BBC Two. Don't forget that BBC Radio is also there to keep you entertained through the early hours and beyond. That's Radio 1 FM, Radios 2 and 3, BBC World Service on Radio 4 and, of course, Radio 5 Live. But from all of us here on BBC Two, a very good night. Good night.